This week, we're talking about the new UI, how to make a sourdough starter from scratch in the Sidekick, and answering some more community questions. Let's get to it. All right, first question is, I backed the sourdough Sidekick during the crowdfund, but what if I move? What's gonna happen? Well, don't worry, as delivery comes closer, we will reach out to each one of our almost 4,000 backers just to confirm your address to make sure we send it to the right place. Last week, somebody also asked, will the Sidekick be Wi-Fi or Bluetooth capable? And the answer is yes. It is going to connect to Wi-Fi, and you're gonna wanna connect. It's gonna have a lot of good benefits for that, but you can control everything that you need to on the device, which is awesome. Speaking of connection, let's connect with Perry and talk about the new UI.
Hey, I'm Perry. If you haven't met me yet, I'm one of the designers of the Sourdough Sidekick, and we're back with some updates on the UI. Last time you guys saw it, we had the auto and custom buttons for both our modes. We had our menu/settings, and then around the knob, we had our start button and our back button. So once we got in our current prototype, we realized that it's a little bit smaller in person, which means that there's some accidental button presses between the start button and where the back button was when you're trying to scroll, and it's a little bit hard to see that back button. So we went in and we're like, okay, how do we get rid of that back button and space things out a bit so it's easier to use? Another piece of feedback we got was that we actually need one more mode. We've got our auto mode where you tell it how much you want and when you want it, and it does it all for you. And we still have our custom mode by ratio, where you just tell it the feed ratio you want. But we realized we needed another mode that feeds by mass or by grams to get in those odd flour cases like gluten-free flour, or just very specific use cases when you need to feed by grams instead of ratio. And so what we've been doing is we took those auto and custom modes, we combined them into just one mode button. We moved our settings over and we moved our back button over, so you've got all three buttons on screen. We spaced out that knob and start button a little bit, so there's plenty of room, not gonna accidentally touch anything. And the only difference in the cycle is that you're just gonna press that mode button and it's gonna let you cycle through those modes. Also gives us the opportunity to add anything else that we may need in the future if you guys have some updates for us. So we're gonna keep working on this, keep testing it with users, getting it in front of people, just gonna keep making it better and see where it goes, and hopefully we'll get a real one out to you as soon as possible.
Another question is, what is the max capacity for the crock? For auto mode, we're gonna target that at 625 grams of starter. That way we don't have to worry about it taking over and overflowing. Last question for the week is, do I need a seed in order to start something in the sourdough Sidekick? And the answer is yes. You can get it from a friend, you can get it from your fridge, you can get it from King Arthur Baking Company, our favorite, or you can grow it from scratch using the Sidekick. Well, I think so. Let's check in with Hannah and find out.
Hi, I'm Hannah. A lot of people have been wondering, can you make your own starter using the sourdough Sidekick? So we think yes you can. I've done 2 experiments so far, and we're about to start the 3rd one for you guys to see. So in the previous experiments I did, I started with an empty crock, and then I added 14 grams of water and flour each, and then I repeated that feeding, 14 grams water, flour, every 12 hours. And it took about 9-ish days for the starter to be like active and bubbly. So we know there are a lot of tutorials out there to tell you how to make your own starter. We know how to do it by hand, we've done it. It's very annoying, it's very tedious. You have to come back every so often, discard it, measure it out. We wanted to see if we can use the sourdough Sidekick to make that process even easier. So this is a prototype. We are hoping in future to make a mode to help you create your own starter. But right now, this software does not have that, so I'm just gonna finagle with it a little bit. So this will be different and easier for you when you have your own Sidekick. First, I want to dispense 14 grams of water and then 14 grams of flour. Now dispense 14 grams of flour. Mix it. You might notice our crazy looking paddle. That's because we're still experimenting with shapes to see which one works the best. From here, it will microfeed every 12 hours, and if my past experiments are anything to go by, we'll have a healthy, active starter in 9 days. If everything goes well, we'll have this mode in the final product, and you'll be able to make your own starter easy peasy. So we won't have the results in this video, but in a future video, so stay tuned.
What a great update! Thanks for watching. Put any questions or what you want to see next in the comments below, and we'll try our best to make it happen. Have a great week.